Have you just started composing music or you want to do that in future and have no idea how to record a song? This video is for you. In today's video, we're going to look at setting up and getting started with Logic Pro X, which is a digital audio workstation or DAW. This software, Logic Pro X, is available on the Apple Store for a price of 15,500 rupees or $199. You can download it and set it up on your Mac. Today, we're going to look at setting up Logic Pro X for the first use and looking at the overall interface of the software.
So if you launch the App Store on your Mac and search for Logic Pro X, you'll get this. And then because you're buying, you'll have to pay the money here. Buy. Because I've already bought it, so it shows open. So after you buy it, it'll be installed and it'll be available in your dock and your list of applications. To launch Logic Pro, you have to just click on the icon of Logic Pro, Logic Pro X. So what it'll do is it'll initialize all the plugins and it'll scan the system. After you've done that, once you have launched Logic Pro, you can go to Preferences, General. So you don't need to change anything. In the audio, if you're using your internal Mac sound card, built-in output will be already selected. But if you are using it for professional recording, I would recommend using an external sound card such as a Scarlett 2i2. In this case, I have a Scarlett 18i8 connected to my Mac. So if you see, you can select that as an output and the input device. This is the buffer size. It decides how much latency you're going to hear while recording. So I usually set it to 256 to get a manageable latency. Processing threads, you can leave it to automatic. In this case, I've put it to 4. Process buffer range, you normally set it to large. Multi-threading is set to playback and live tracks. Summing is high precision 64-bit. Rewire behavior, we'll talk about that later. We're not going to change anything on that. So after you make all these changes, you have to click on apply changes and the changes will be applied. The next is the recording section where you can set up what kind of file will be recorded. In this case, it's usually WAV or AIFF. So I use the AIFF format, so you can select that. Then you can go into the MIDI section where you can check for the inputs. In this case, I have a Impact LX61 MIDI controller connected, so that shows up. If it's not ticked, you just have to tick it like that. So if it's not ticked up, you have to just tick it. Yeah. All these will be default. In most of the cases, you will see that these options are not selected. What you have to do is enable all, and that's it. You're ready to go. Close it, and you can start recording on Logic Pro X. So when you open Logic Pro X, it asks you to create a new project. So when you create a new project, this is what you get. Either you can add a software instrument, you can add an audio, you can have a drummer, you can connect an external MIDI software, or guitar and bass. So for now, what we're going to do is we're going to select the audio option and we'll record an audio. So I'm going to select input 1 on my Scarlett 18i8 audio interface, and I'll create a new track. As you can see, when I'm speaking, you can see this flicker happening in the Audio 1. So before recording, I'm going to introduce you to the interface and what are the components present on this Logic Pro software. So if you see the Logic Pro interface, on the top you have the file, edit, track, navigate, record, mix. So this is the file management portion of Logic Pro X. Below that, we have the transport panel. On the extreme left, you have option to enable the library, sound library or the instrument library. The second one is information about the track which you are selecting right now. So for now, it's the Audio 1 track which I've selected, and if you click I, it shows the information about the audio track. So if you click on help, wherever you move your mouse, it talks about what is the function of the particular section in the software. For example, if you move it to here, it tells you position of the playhead, and if you move here, it's the replace button. If it's a low latency button, so this is a tuner, yeah, so on and so forth. So if you want to know what each part of this interface does, you have to just scroll your mouse on top of it. This is a toolbar button. We'll skip this for now. The next one is the controls. So if you this is normally used for a software instrument, and the next one is the mixer button. So this is the mixer button. It enables the mixer window underneath your recording window. The next one is the editors button. So if you have an audio recorded and you want to edit, I'll disable this help for now. You can edit that. Yeah, so now on the top we have a tempo. We can increase or decrease the tempo. This is the beats, number of beats, time signature. So 4x4 is the time signature. We have 3x4, 5x4, 6x8, 7x8, 12x8, and you can do a custom time signature as well. The most common ones are 4x4 and 3x4. You can have a custom view where it will tell you about the time signature of how much is the time measurement in your track. So this particular thing is called a playhead. It tells you which part of the project is playing. Yeah. If you pull this down, you have the arrangement window, marker window, signature window, tempo window. We'll skip this for now, but we'll come back to this in later advanced videos. On the right, extreme right, you have zoom, vertical zoom. So it zooms the track vertically. This is the horizontal zoom. It zooms the track horizontally. It can also be done using command up arrow key, down arrow key, command left key, right arrow key. Okay. Now these are the tools you have to select. You can press T to select the tool. So the first tool is the default tool. The second one is the command click tool. So when you press command, this is the tool which is being used. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll set the tempo as 120 and we'll record the first audio of Logic Pro. There are so many more functions, but this video only deals with starting up the Logic Pro interface and recording an audio. Before recording the audio, you can set a count in for 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bar, 4 bar. So what it does is it gives you a count of 4 if you select 1 bar. So for now we have 1. So if we start record, it'll count 4 and then it starts recording. So let's do that and see how the audio is getting recorded. Check 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. So if you zoom the audio, you can see an audio signal has been recorded here, and if you click on this audio and click this edit, it opens up the editor where you can perform a lot of functions on the file. Yeah. So there it is. You have recorded your first audio on Logic Pro X by starting it up. Now we'll look at other advanced features in upcoming videos. So stay updated. Please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. Thank you.